مرحبا بكم في المغرب.
This North African country is a popular destination, visited by more than 13 million tourists in 2023. With a population of about 38 million people, Morocco is a country with diverse landscapes and diverse cultural influences. Bordered by the Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea, Morocco is a feast for the senses with gorgeous architecture, great food, and really warm, welcoming people. I spent 16 days in Morocco, going from coastal cities to the Atlas Mountains to the desert and back. So come along with me as I explore.
So the first time I went to Morocco, I think I was a sophomore or a junior in undergrad. I was about 20, maybe 21. And my dad had died the year before. I had been studying Arabic and I wanted to study abroad. And I just felt like I needed to get away. And it ended up being one of the hardest years of my life. There's nothing like grieving a parent, and I hope that kind of pain is something that people never had to go through. But it was also a really transformative year for me, right? I was young, I was traveling solo essentially for the first time. I had saved up money and raised a little bit of money so that I could explore more while I was on my study abroad. And I had the year to just do this thing. And I fell in love with Morocco. So I am so excited to go back. I'm so excited to lead this trip there with folks from my subscriber community who are brave enough and trust me enough to sign up for a trip with me. This is a food-focused trip and it's organized through Intrepid Travel. It's based on their real food itinerary, though I have swapped out some of the hotels and swapped out some of the other things to give it my own personal flavor. And I love Intrepid. I've worked with them, traveled with them for years now. So I know the quality of the trip is gonna be great. I know I love Morocco, and especially because it's a food-focused trip, I'm pumped. Moroccan food is incredible. We're gonna take cooking classes, we're going to do food tours, we're gonna go camp in the desert, we're gonna go on a hike. It's gonna be incredible. So one of the questions I get asked a lot about Morocco is how to pack and how to dress appropriately as a woman. So let me give you some ideas as I pick out what I'm gonna pack for this trip. Morocco is in Arab North Africa. It is a predominantly Muslim country, and I would say as somebody who's traveled there and lived there, just to respect local culture, I would only pack things as a woman that cover my shoulders and that go past my knees, right? So that are a little bit more modest than the crop tops and booty shorts that I enjoy wearing in the United States. So I'm gonna bring stuff like this long dress. I have another dress just like it. While it is in North Africa, the climate kind of varies depending on where you are in the country. So for example, this trip that I'm going on is in November. Some of the stops on this trip, it is supposed to get colder, especially at night in the desert. Some of the stops it's gonna be warmer, like the weather when we're in Marrakech looks quite warm and beautiful. So I'm gonna pack things that I can layer as well. So a couple sweaters, a scarf, tights to go under the dresses, etc., so that I can make everything I'm bringing a little bit more adaptable depending on the weather. I will also say I love packing cubes for keeping things organized, and then also you can put dirty clothes in them and keep them separate. And I never travel without them. Other stuff I never travel without is my Life Straw filter water bottle, so I can fill up and not have to buy water no matter where I'm going. A backup battery, because I am filming a lot for work, but even folks I know who just want to take a lot of footage on a family vacation could probably use a little portable battery. And shout wipes. If you've watched any of my food videos, you might have seen I am kind of messy. I wouldn't say accident prone, I would say a little clumsy. And I am notorious for spilling things on my shirts when I'm eating or spilling drinks. And so I always have shout wipes in my bags, all of my bags, and extras in my suitcase so that I don't permanently stain something on the road and then I'm not able to get the stain out later after it sets. See, I'm very serious about these shout wipes. And I think this is it. This is a medium-sized spinner suitcase from Briggs & Riley. And I always bring this for long trips because it expands. So I'm okay with it being comfortable without being expanded at the beginning of the trip. And then if I buy stuff, I can expand it. So let's see. And the joy of flying United with status is that my bags can be overweight and I won't get charged. So this is perfect. And then I'll put my tech in my backpack and I'm good to go. I'm a little frantic. I have a flight early in the morning, but I made it.
So I made my way to Morocco from Newark on United Airlines' new 7-hour direct flight to Marrakech which is a route that launched this year in 2024. I flew Premium Plus, which has a bigger, comfier seat, footrests, a blanket and pillow, and you get an amenity kit. It's a lot comfier than economy and usually much cheaper to upgrade to, so be on the lookout for those seats on long-haul flights if you're on a budget. And pro tip, if you're really trying to be as comfortable as possible and get some good sleep on a long-haul flight, pack compression socks and a neck pillow, one of the ones that wraps all the way around your neck so your head doesn't flop forward when you're going to sleep. And an eye mask and earplugs are really helpful as well, and those are provided in the amenity kit in the Premium Plus cabin. Then, after 7 hours, I landed in Marrakech. And FYI, US citizens traveling to Morocco do not need a visa for trips up to 90 days. And the Marrakech airport has working Wi-Fi, the signage was easy to follow, and there are ATMs right there at the airport to take out local currency. I had prearranged a driver who met me and picked me up at the airport. We hopped in a van and drove about 20 minutes from the airport to my riad in the old part of the city. A riad is a traditional Moroccan home with an indoor garden and courtyard. I stayed at 72 Riad to start off this trip in Marrakech, and the property was gorgeous with a pool, rooftop, multiple central areas to lounge and sit, incredible service. I mean, my check-in started with a welcome hand wash with orange flower scented water, and I got to choose my soap from numerous scented soaps from my room. I had Moroccan tea service with cookies, and even the breakfast served on property is really good. Okay, let's do a little room tour because this is amazing. So I'm staying in a grand suite. This is definitely a splurge, but this is the entrance. I have my own little patio area, and it overlooks the central courtyard of the riad. And then through here is my room, which is huge and gorgeous. Look at this. There's this little lounger and a coffee station. Look at these beautiful archways. Plenty of storage for my stuff, big bed with a sitting area. I love the little desk area over here. And then I think the bathroom's through here. Let's figure this out. This looks like a door. I think so. This room is huge. It's like bigger than my apartment at home in DC. So through here's the bathroom. Oh, look at this. This is stunning. I'm freaking out. And it smells amazing in here. Yeah, this is incredible. And I'm so happy. Also, look at the ceiling in my riad. It's just stunning. The detail in the woodwork, this skylight, let me see if you can see it closely. Yeah, I love it here already. Okay, so let's get into this riad and why I splurged, because I've only told you part of the reason why I'm in Morocco. I will be hosting a group trip here that focuses on Moroccan food, where we'll take a tour starting in Casablanca, and we'll stop in, I think, 7 cities or towns over 12 days. But before that, for the next few days in Marrakech, I'm actually celebrating my birthday. And my mom and some of my best friends are meeting me here, which I know is ridiculous and extravagant to be like, hey, do you guys want to fly all the way to Morocco for 4 or 5 days for my birthday? But my community is amazing. Like, my people, we show up for each other, and I'm really, really happy to have people like that in my life and really grateful. And so this riad is a birthday splurge. We're all staying at 3 different riads that are pretty close to each other here in the Medina, so we can all walk to each other's riads within just a few minutes. And I splurged on this suite because, yes, it's my birthday, but I also wanted a room that's big enough where we could all hang out if we wanted to. So, like, this room is so large. All of us can lounge, we can play games, we can talk, we can have some private time to catch up because we all live in different places if we want to, or we can hang out in the central courtyard, or we can explore the city as well. So over the next few days, before we get into the group trip itinerary, let me take you through what we're doing in Marrakech. We're gonna be eating, we're taking some tours. I'm very excited. I love this city. I haven't been here in a few years, and it's my first time being here with my mom as well, which is really special. Now let's get into it. And if you're looking for Marrakech recommendations, be sure to watch through to the end because this trip starts and ends in Marrakech, and I'll be exploring the city on both ends, so there'll be recommendations on both ends. So for food, our first stop was Maison Reine, and I'm sure my pronunciation sucks, but I don't speak French, okay? Anyway, it's a cute rooftop cafe with a shop on the lower level. It serves a limited food selection as well as baked goods, and look, the vibes here are immaculate, but do not skip the pistachio tart. It was so light, and it had notes of orange, and we literally almost fought over the last bites. FYI, this spot is easy to miss as the entrance is, it's not hidden, but it's just not super obvious, and you have to walk up a stairwell to get to this place. Look for the signage on the second floor window of the building when you're walking by. And another restaurant we tried and enjoyed was Le Bistro Arabe, which is inside Riyad Monceau. There's a gorgeous courtyard for seating, and there's live jazz daily from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Reserve in advance for this spot, and I'll be completely honest, I don't think the food was anything to write home about, but it was solid. But the music was phenomenal, and the cocktails and service were really good, so I'd still go back. Then for my birthday dinner, we hit up Sahbi Sahbi, which is a Moroccan fine dining experience run by women with an open kitchen concept. The design is very grown and sexy. There's a solid wine selection, and it was really fun to try a range of dishes from different regions of Morocco. This is another spot you'd want to reserve in advance. And then for activities, of course we had to hit up a hammam. So hammams are a centuries-old tradition of public bathhouses that began in the Roman area and became associated with the Islamic world, and especially with Morocco. We went to Le Bain de Marrakech and loved it. And we couldn't film inside the hammam, so I'm just gonna let Nori tell you about it.
It is this massive property. It's beautiful, it's stunning. It's like a maze inside, and it's tucked as an oasis from the super busy, crazy outside. And what's nice is you can just abandon all control. I did the 4-step thing, and I just got ushered from a room to another, fed water, fed tea, pampered. My last thing was a massage, and the first thing she says is, "Oh, skin like a baby." It's so sweet. I feel high. Like, it is, I can't get enough.
And okay, I have to admit, I love shiny things. So when we stumbled across Rabati Luxury, which sells vintage fine jewelry and then new demi-fine fashion jewelry, it was over for me. Just RIP my wallet. They can also resize things in an hour or so, and the shopkeeper was super nice with a very low pressure sales approach. I will put the coordinates of this place in the description below, as I couldn't find it on Google Maps, but I will be going back there every time I'm in Marrakech. And we also took an INTREPID Urban Adventures food tour in the Medina, where we got to try local food and then learn more about local food practices. My favorite bites were msemen, a folded flatbread often eaten with tea, and sfenj, a fried dough. We had ours piping hot, dip it in some sugar and honey, and it's perfection. And then finally, beyond some lounging, I made sure to get some movement in to celebrate my birthday as well.
I'm on an early morning jog. Let's call it a jog. Booked a guided run with Run Morocco because I'm still trying to be in shape for this hiking trip I have, but I'm on the road for the next few weeks. I don't know where the fuck I am to go on a run by myself. This is actually quite a lovely way to see parts of the city. Taking a little walk break. I definitely am like, oh, I just got off a plane yesterday. What is happening? As we run, Jonathan is giving us history lessons about the city, demographic changes. When you book these, you can book any pace you want. So today is a leisurely walk run. Wow. It is so pretty this morning.
Anyway, my birthday in Marrakech with my people was an absolute dream, and it sounds cliche, but I'm so blessed to have been able to do this. And I think this will be a new tradition for me. Then it was time to switch gears. I took a 2.5-hour train from Marrakech to Casablanca with a friend who was at my birthday, but is also going on the group trip with me. And the train was really easy and direct, and it was about $22 USD per person for a business class ticket. And then once I got to Casablanca, it was time to start the group trip and meet the folks brave enough to sign up to travel with me and our expert local tour guide for a welcome meeting and dinner.
I'm Ibrahim Hanawi. I'm a Moroccan tour leader. I have graduated as an engineer, but I turn it all of it like I forget everything behind, and I'm working as a tour leader. So I am a freelancer with INTREPID travel company, but still I do my own trips. So you're welcome to Morocco, welcome with INTREPID, with me. Just Habibi, come to Morocco.
It's day 2 of our group trip in Morocco. I'm sitting in the van outside of our hotel in Casablanca, and today is kind of a long travel day. We are going to make our way up to Meknes, which is actually the city where I first studied abroad in Morocco
That was my first Morocco experience like 15 years ago. And I don't think I've been back since that study abroad. So we will stop for lunch in Meknes. We will have some camel burgers. We will explore the Medina, and then we will continue on.
So this was a long day in the bus, thankfully broken up with lots of stops and tidbits from Ibrahim. First, we drove to Rabat, the capital city, and stopped to see the ocean, stretch our legs, and get a coffee. We also, of course, did a little snack tasting on the bus.
Okay, so one thing about me, if you're in a long car ride with me, I'm going to get multiple flavors of chips, and we have to do a chip tasting. But with a twist, they had different flavors of cheese puffs. So today's version is going to be a cheese puff tasting. We have deep dish pizza cheese puffs, jalapeno cheese puffs, buffalo blue cheese. I mean, this sounds like it's already gonna be the winner. They look more red on the front, so it seems like false advertising to start with, but we'll see. I do get buffalo blue cheese. The flavor's pretty mild, which I actually think makes sense because especially if like blue cheese was super strong, you wouldn't be able to eat more than a few of these. This is like mild enough to eat the whole package. I'm into it.
Oh, I like it.
What do you give it out of 10?
6.5.
Next up, deep dish pizza. These already have like more color and you can see specks of seasoning on them. So I feel like this is gonna be better than the buffalo. It's sweet, like the tomato sauce, herby. The flavors make sense, but it does taste like pizza. I just don't think I like pizza flavored cheese puffs.
Okay, I'm ready. Okay, I definitely smell like the pizza. Yeah, Italian herby. Definitely pizza. I'm getting it. I would actually say this is more 6 for me. I would choose this over the buffalo.
In general, everyone's just passing around snacks. It's a general snack tasting right now. And final cheese puff, jalapeno. I feel like I'm getting mild pepper smell. Okay. I like this one the best. I don't know how to describe it though. It is like ultra mild jalapeno and cheese. Flavor-wise, a little spicy, a little salty. Oh yeah.
That's really good. Shall I say 8 out of 10? That's a lot.
And we made our way to Meknes, where we walked through the Medina. So the word Medina means city in Arabic generally, but in Morocco it's used to refer to the old city. Think narrow alleys, stone pathways, and beautiful old structures. There we met Hamad, who runs a tiny stall in the Medina that makes camel burgers, which he took over from his father. He grills the meat up with onion, garlic, tomatoes, and spices, and it was so good. And then we made our way to Moulay Idriss, where we watched a couscous demonstration. We had a walking tour where we got a bit of history about the city's namesake and Moroccan history.
Moulay Idriss, he is the first king who established the first Islamic state or kingdom in north of Africa. I told you that the native people of Morocco, they are Amazigh people, or like the word that we have in the lot of books and in the internet, Berbers. We don't like to use Berbers. Why? Because it's coming from barbarians. It's the French who start calling the local people barbarians. So people, they didn't like it, and then to make it softer, they call them Berbers. Okay, but the right word, as I said, is Amazigh people.
We visited a communal bakery.
Families or the women of the village, they prepare the dough at home and they bring it to the baker to bake their bread. This gentleman here, he knows every single woman in the village, every single girl of the village. That's why he is the old social, it's like now we have social media, we have dating sites. He is the old school.
And we saw sunset from a gorgeous viewpoint above the city, and then made our way for dinner, which was, of course, couscous.
In you go. You want a little harvest on it?
I'm gonna taste it without it first.
Okay.
I'm doing it.
And after dinner, we watched a musical performance featuring local musicians and danced along. It was a lovely evening.
Okay, it's day 3. We are leaving Moulay Idriss, and today we go to Chefchaouen, the Blue City. The group has already broken into song spontaneously on the bus, smacked someone upside the head on accident with a water bottle. It is a lively morning, and today we meet a photographer, which I will explain when we get there, because I'm gonna take a nap right now.
After about a 3-hour drive, we arrived to Chefchaouen, where we got checked into our gorgeous guest house, Dar Chefchaouen. Of course, we were welcomed with tea and cookies. The grounds and the pool were absolutely stunning. The service was great. and the little cottages where the rooms are located were so cute and comfy. And then it was time to explore Chefchaouen.
Welcome to Chefchaouen. It's a Berber word, means the horns. As the city was built to welcome refugees escaping from the Inquisition war, that Isabel, the Queen Isabel, back to the 15th century, tried to chase all the Jews and Muslims from south of Spain. So there is someone called Muhammad bin Rashid who came back to this area here. Okay, and he was a leader of a tribe in the Rif Mountains. So he built this fortress. Look at it. This is the main Kasbah of Chefchaouen. Everything is painted in blue except the original Chefchaouen, original Kasbah. And then later, like year per year, we have waves of like Moorish, by the way, we call them Moorish, arriving to this area. So the city gets wider and bigger. As you can see, most of the buildings here dating back to the 15th, 16th century. The color blue, by the way, there is no reason to paint the walls in blue. In some books, you will have kind of that people, they paint it in blue because it keeps the houses safe from mosquitoes. By the way, mosquitoes, they don't care about you, which color you paint your house, they care about your blood. Some, they said that it's painted with blue to remember people about heaven, about sky. So these are the two reasons of it. But to be honest with you, the color is not oldest. It's just 2006, 2004 that a governor decided to paint it in blue, and it becomes a brand for the city. It becomes attractive even for the locals more than tourists. Now the blue becomes a branding for the city. You just Google blue town or blue city, and then boom, it becomes a reason of the income of a lot of families here. If they change the color to another one, no one will come to visit it.
Off to lunch we go. Chefchaouen is so photogenic. We made it.
We'll have lunch in the room.
So stunning.
Okay. Yeah, you can start. Yeah.
So this region is known for goat cheese.
Yeah.
And we're doing a local goat cheese tasting.
Tasting with thyme. This is with thyme. This is here a normal goat cheese without anything. This is thyme here, date syrup, and lemon jam. Okay.
Lemon jam.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the soup here, we call it fava bean soup. It's like in Egypt, full. But in Morocco, this is the way we serve it. And it is a winter soup. It warms the body. So the way we eat, you need olive oil, then a little bit of cumin.
Then you dip the bread.
Then you dip the bread, or you mix it first, like this. Then you dip the bread, or you can drink it as a soup, as you want. So if you like harissa first, harissa.
Oh, get the
dip
spicy
it
first.
Spicy, then here. Then.
So this
And
harissa is
yeah.
blended spices, garlic, chili,
Olive oil.
yeah. Preserved lemon.
Preserved lemon.
I love the harissa here. It tastes so much better than the ones we get in the States because it has that strong preserved lemon flavor.
Okay, that goat cheese.
Please, everyone, if you take this salad,
So are these pretty typical Moroccan
we
salads?
call it Moroccan salad, or sometimes garden salad.
Yeah.
So
I
we
love
have-
it because they're all cooked, and when we think of salads, we think of uncooked.
No,
But
it's cooked. Normally, this is the Moroccan salad. It's simple: cucumber, tomatoes, and onions, then parsley or coriander, and spices. But this is another one. We call it the garden salad or the cooked salad. You have different kind of vegetables, eggplant with garlic and spices, zucchini here with also garlic spices, and here you have tomatoes and pepper. This one we call it za'louk, and here we call it taktuka.
this is an anchovy tagine, which I've never had in all my trips to Morocco, which is a local specialty that we're trying today. They also brought out some fresh harvested local mushrooms for us to try, which had us oohing and ahhing. So the mushrooms are a win?
Those are so good.
Okay. Look at this steamy anchovy. I'm so pumped. All right. I'm dropping it. What's your verdict on the anchovies? No?
That was awesome.
Oh yeah, look at that. Perfect bite right there. We have a lamb tagine with vegetables and this perfectly tender beef. I want y'all to see that we have absolutely destroyed this table, but it's been so worth it. We just got this mixed seafood tagine. So we just ate
a massive lunch, which you can see on everyone's faces as the group got quiet and just sat very still.
We definitely have to get a coffee though, because we are going to be walking around taking photos after this, which is something I highly recommend for travelers. If you want good vacation photos or good trip photos, hire someone local to do it for you. Then you don't have to have your phone out the whole time. And so that's something that I arranged and added on to this itinerary. We will have a little photo shoot in Chefchaouen, the Blue City, and everyone will get access to the photos after the trip through a link, like a Google Drive link or something. It is a really fun way to make sure that you have the shots you want. Oh, and to end this lunch, house-made yogurt with date syrup, bee pollen, and a little jam. Fig jam. Oh!
I love Morocco.
That is amazing. And the fig jam is so rich. Wow. Off we go.
Okay,
The ladies are ready.
let's
And
do
gentlemen.
it.
The girls are having a blast with this photo shoot right now.
I always press the record video.
Y'all, this is the couple's Christmas card right here, the two of them. I love it. We brought it back to the guest house too to finish our photo shoot. This man has climbed into a tree just to make sure we get the shots. Also, Ayub has been amazing, and I will put his info in the caption. He traveled from Marrakech to do this shoot for us today. So we finished our photo shoot in the Medina, and we also shot some photos here at the guest house. And now we're headed for a hike, and we're gonna have dinner with the local family. So transitioning to a little bit more active / cultural stuff right now. And honestly, it's been an amazing day, and I can't wait for dinner. I'm hungry again. Already hungry. This man said we were going on a walk.
Yeah.
It's a hike.
You
can hear me breathe.
I think you say like a pleasant walk.
It's been mostly uphill until now. But look
I
at
tell you
this.
the truth-
I get why he has us coming up here.
Clouds and the sunlight towards the houses. This is really beautiful.
Made it just in time for sunset. It is pretty magnificent. Poor Ayub. We made this man run up the mountain with us to get these sunset shots.
It's my job.
He actually ran. He literally did run to get ahead of us.
There you go.
Y'all are so silly. I love it. I love this so much, Deanna. You look so good. Who dat? That's me, y'all. Now we're headed to dinner with a local family.
Family that I never met. I don't know.
Oh, so this is new for you too.
I like always to choose families and to just go randomly. Call friend. Hello, can you like arrange a family for me? So we are expecting the lady to catch us here. This way.
It's going to be a new experience for everyone. Our host, Fedwa, has set up a beautiful setting for us. Look at this.
Enjoy the food. Anything you want to know, feel free to ask.
Harira.
Harira. Oh, look. Really good. If you like chickpeas, you tell her, give me kayas.
I love how Ayub is just like, I went to work. Wow. Okay, so this is Sifa Madfuna.
You can do it like this. Then you go down here for a piece of chicken. Okay. With the caramelized onion, like this. Okay. If you like sugar, you just take and then you do like this, and you can have a little bit of almond here.
I'm ready. I tried to get a bite that has everything.
Yeah.
Then what's happening?
Definitely sweet and savory, which is very Moroccan flavor profile in my mind. Very good though. All right, what's the verdict?
Yeah, very good. It's a winner.
It's good.
It's a winner.
Okay, yalla.
1, 2. Ta-da.
Oh, guess what we really need is more cookies.
Yeah, so it's without sugar. You are already sweet.
It's day 4 of our group trip in Morocco. We're leaving Chefchaouen, and I'm kind of sad because I could live in this guest house. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Especially with the pool, the view. Are you excited for Fez?
Absolutely.
Time for another beautiful day of bus naps on our way to Fez. It should be about 5 hours with stops. We're gonna stop for tea. I think someone's gonna try to stop to get olive oil. And I'm gonna need a snack, let's be honest. Back on the bus we go. We stopped for lunch. Our guide said the fish is good here. And I haven't had it yet, but I think he's right.
It is everything.
Red, yeah.
Sure. We haven't made it to Fez yet. We have stopped for snacks. Very important stop. What are we getting? What are we getting?
I'm debating sticks of Oreo cream
A
cookie.
giant box. So, like, not fruit juice.
Just woke up from my second bus nap. How was your bus nap? Glorious. We made it to Fez. We're staying in a riad, another traditional Moroccan home with the interior courtyard. So we're loading up our luggage to have it transported. Off we go.
We are now inside the walls of the Medina of Fez. As I said, it's the oldest Medina of Morocco. 13 centuries of history. All what you see now here, when you are in the Medina, by the way, you have no idea what is behind these walls here. But once you get inside, surprise. Okay, what you will see in your riad,
It's gonna be gorgeous.
really surprise. The houses from the outside look very simple, very easy. You cannot recognize rich or poor from the outside till you get inside.
I say it's gonna be gorgeous because I picked the hotel, so it better be gorgeous.
Here we go.
So modest from you.
So your riad is Palais Huyam, or Huyam Palace. Come in.
He's ready. He's so excited.
Smells good. There's incense burning. Here we go. With the tile work and the pool. That's where we at. Of course, starting off with a welcome tea and cookies. Look at the detail in this woodwork. I'm obsessed with this tile work though. I haven't stayed at this particular riad before, but it looked really pretty online. Oh yeah, baby! That's me! I love it, oh my gosh. The stained glass windows, the woodwork. Again, the tile work. Oh, the door to this closet. And then even the bathroom. Oh. As a girl who loves shiny things, this bathroom was made for me.
So of course, you could steal this whole itinerary and just rebuild it on your own. That's why I'm showing the places we're staying, at least the ones that I like, the ones that I think are really beautiful, I'll be showing. And the places we go that I enjoy. But this itinerary I built with Intrepid Travel. It's based on their Real Food Adventure, but they only offer that with a different level of hotels. And for our group, I upgraded us to premium accommodation throughout the trip, since this is kind of a custom thing. So if you don't care that much about hotels, check out the Real Food Adventure. All of the cooking classes, cooking demos, dinners in local homes, all of that is from that itinerary. But if you're more into a premium experience, you could look at Intrepid's premium Morocco trips, because that would encompass this style of transportation and this level of hotel. Or you could build it on your own. You could book it on your own and make a little adventure with friends and family. Morocco is safe. And in my opinion, yes, I think I have more travel experience than some folks, so maybe my perception is skewed, but Morocco is pretty easy to get around. People are really friendly. There is a train. You could definitely do this.
Also, even look at this headboard. Woodwork is wildly beautiful. Just checking out the view from the rooftop. Okay, so we're going to get pastilla.
Yeah.
What is pastilla?
It's like a fellow pastry, fellow dough that we fill with caramelized onion, chicken, spices, eggs, almond, and some. It depends on who cooking it, but it will be really good. And it's a dish that we serve only for happy ceremonies.
We're headed to a 500-year-old home for dinner tonight. And the girls were stunned. Look at this place.
the detail, the woodwork. We have a spread of Moroccan salad, so multiple different types of cooked vegetables, olives, a little bit of rice, of course bread. But this is where we're having dinner.
To make this, you need to have golden fingers. You need caramelized onion with spices, okay? Onion, eggs, and herbs. Saffron, pepper, black pepper.
Salt.
Yeah, turmeric, salt. Then chicken. So the chicken get like cooked separately, and then you crush it like to make it a little bit smaller. Almond, crushed almond. And you mix it with cinnamon and sugar, because pastilla, when you will eat it, you will feel that you have a sweet and salt taste. Then you need to wrap it. You see? Get the corners together, and you need another one to close it from the top. Other plate. So you
Flip it.
split
Yep.
like this, and you close it now.
Is it oil?
It's oiled, yeah. It needs to be oiled. Why?
So it doesn't stick.
Exactly. And then you close it by oil always. And now,
Show the taste of the pastilla.
now into the oven for how long?
For half hour.
Half hour, and your pastilla is ready. For touristic issue, we serve each one with his or her own pastilla. But normally in our culture, we make a
big one.
really big one.
I'm just gonna watch the wonder of you busting this open.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Oh, it's so crispy.
It's pastilla time.
First bite.
You're not supposed to tell us that you have other food.
Holy shit.
That was really like. Did you just use?
I did.
What's the verdict?
Yeah. Delish.
Okay, it's day 5 on our group trip in Morocco. Today is our big day in Fez. We're gonna be exploring the city, seeing local artisans. I know this group is gonna do some heavy shopping. I'm just along for the ride. So this is our first stop of our tour in Fez. These are the gates of the Royal Palace, which were restored in the 1960s, but the palace itself dates back to the 14th century. And look at the detail on these gates. Morocco is such a wildly beautiful place because of the people and the food, and folks are so welcoming. But yeah, the architecture, the craftsmanship, the skill, baby. Look at this.
So this is the part of the Jewish quarter dating back to the 15th century. So 1492, the Jews were expelled from South Spain. They were living in those beautiful houses on the right and on the left. And they were running those shops, and their specialty was jewelry. But now we have Muslim families. When the Jews, left from the new city or from outside Morocco. So now we have Muslim families who live there and Muslim families who are running the shops and change the trade, as you can see.
So this is just a 2-minute walk down from where we just were at the palace, and it's so architecturally different. Like, it just looks so distinct from kind of what we've been seeing before. It's cool.
So, majhoul dates with walnut. So this is a special way that Moroccans they do during weddings. Or, I don't know if you have seen our king when he wants to travel overseas or when he coming back. First thing by the stairs of the airplane, there is someone standing with a big dish with majhoul dates with walnuts and milk. This is our official welcoming to the king or to say goodbye to him. Both is majhoul dates with walnut. Please, you can pass it.
Very good. This is the black soap they use at hammams here. And the spices smell amazing.
So henna, a plant which is believed to come from heaven. So that's why it is related to many religious events. So the bride on her wedding, before the wedding night, she's offered a ceremony of henna. So we make appeal to a lady who is specialized in making those tattoos on the hand and feet of the bride. So the henna is grounded, it becomes like this. And then it is mixed with water, lemon juice and sugar. But henna, if you apply it on your hair, it will change the color of your hair. Also, the young girl, when she starts fasting Ramadan, her first day, she's offered a ceremony of henna.
This is our local guide, Aziz. He's from Fez. He's touring us around today because you gotta be with somebody from Fez so you don't get lost in the Medina. Oh, Svenj! Time for another taste on our walk around today. I've had many Svenj in my life.
Yeah,
These are the donuts that we tried on the Marrakech Medina tasting tour. But for the group who was not with me for my birthday in Marrakech, these are their first time trying them. We take our food tour duties very seriously.
First, we're stopping to look at ceramics, which are a specialty craft associated with Fez, with a long history here. And then, after looking and probably buying some ceramics, we will do our Medina tour.
There's a special order from lady in California, San Diego. So with soft clay, we make 4 pieces. This one, and one, and one, and one. We dry them, then we bake them in ovens. After it's glazed.
So talented. Like, to control the speed. Also, he's using both feet. I can barely use my right foot for anything. Yeah, he's using both feet to control the speed while he makes cups that are all exactly the same size.
I love these designs on some of the ones on the top shelf.
So this is before it's been fired and this is after.
Exactly.
Wow. Oh, okay.
Cup peroxide, green. The plate and the top.
Wow. So unfired, fired.
Exact. This on the flame, cooking. Tagines.
This place is huge. It's quite the factory.
From the outside.
This is wild. With the metal work, that's wild.
So to make the mosaic tiles, they're breaking these larger tile pieces up into pieces, but then they place them upside down. So they're making these patterns from memory. I have never wanted a fountain in my house, but this one, I need a house first. So we're in this massive room of custom orders that they've made for people that they're gonna ship out, which is giving me some grand ideas for shit that probably won't fit in my studio apartment at home. Like these stripy bowls. I love this teapot. So I need somebody's son to buy me a house or move me into his house, and I will decorate your house. I promise it will be stunning.
Just let me do it, baby. Okay? Just let me do it.
Okay, I really like these blues. I love the multicolored patterns. Feeling the oranges as well and the stripes. Okay, I really like the greens too. Oh, an olive oil thing would be really smart. They could make that. I would use that too. Look at that. That would fit in my studio apartment, like a little like thing to decant my olive oil into. We gotta ask about that. See, she's got the bright idea. I need a thin one though, because my apartment's really small. I need one that's like tall and thin. So just like this, but smaller, maybe thinner is really like the
thinner, not so wide.
not so wide.
Okay.
That's like the only thing that I don't like. So I don't have a lot of counter space, so I showed them the design of an olive oil container at home that I'm gonna have them make, but with the pattern that I like that should fit in this really slender spot in my kitchen. And they're gonna mail it to me. It's cheaper to ship things together as a group, so I'm combining my order with someone else in the group who also lives in DC so that we can pay less shipping costs since I only want one little thing. I'm so excited. My friends found the alternate bougie showroom with all the gold stuff, and I'm like, wait, this is where I'm supposed to be. I love these, wow. The girls did some damage, a little bit of damage.
So we finished our shopping adventure and now it's time to explore the Medina. And I'm hungry.
So this is the main gate in Medina, so called Bday.
That's a camel head. So they're arranging for us to have some camel for lunch. We're stopping for snacks. What are these called?
So we call them briwat. Okay, like for followers or people, they can understand it with using the word samosas. But without cheese or without meat, this is briwat. It's filo dough, filo pastry filled with crushed almond with honey, spices, especially cinnamon and sesame. Okay, and then it gets baked and fried in honey. Anyone needs sushi?
That's so good. Wow.
It has honey.
That's my favorite so far. And it's not as sweet as I thought it would be.
It's really good.
Wow, we managed to get in here before prayer starts in 7 minutes, because then they're gonna close it. I'm in actual awe right now.
The name of this madrasa is Abu Inania. Abu Inania referring to the founder, the king Abu Inan. In this madrasa we have like 100 rooms, and in each room live 2 boys. So roughly a total of 200 students would live here, study here, and they would spend up to 12 years studying mainly theology. They would study the Quran, the Hadith, sayings of the Prophet, as well as the Sharia, the Muslim law, the jurisprudence, to become imam, to become qadi, judge, religious lawyer, teacher.
So we stopped for another treat. We're gonna have a fresh flatbread with this like paste from almond, sesame, cinnamon, sugar.
And we call it halwa filaliya. It's like the filali
Halwa
candy.
filaliya.
Yeah, halwa
Okay.
filaliya. Yeah.
And then what is this? This
This
treat?
is, we call it treat.
Treat.
Yeah. So it's a filo pastry.
Wow.
Please.
Thin pastry.
You take a piece of treat.
That's a mouthful.
Okay, get closer a little bit.
That's good. Not too sweet either. It's like nutty and spicy.
So she's making the dough on this like big oven that's heated from the bottom. I'm making this really thin oiled flatbread.
Yeah.
I could go for some more treat stops. I'm trouble. I immediately saw these and was like, what are they? We have to try them. What are these called? What's the name of them?
We call them berries. It's like, you know, we have berries, like family. We have like strawberries that they grow up in short trees. This one is like a big tree. People, they just take them. It's, by the way, they grow up wildly.
Ah,
So
they're wild.
It's not planted by, it's like wild. So we'll take it with us to wash it.
Did
to
you
be
just say
sure
they're
they are
called
clean.
berries?
Yeah, wild berries.
So we're in a wealthy part of the Medina, and we just stopped to talk about women's rights here and kind of evolving laws in 2004 and some famous cases that really moved the needle forward. But I always find it fascinating as somebody who travels a lot in the Middle East that people ask about women's rights all the time. Y'all, we can't elect a woman for president. We think we're so evolved. I'm so serious. We think we're so evolved. We be asking these intrusive questions like they're wrong, knowing that we still have child marriage in parts of the United States. Like, excuse me?
I'm also not saying we shouldn't care about women's rights and women's issues. I'm just saying that in my many years of experience traveling in the Middle East, the way sometimes Westerners ask these questions about women's rights, it's almost as if like they forget that we have the same issues at home. Like there is this stigma associated with Islam and Islamic countries that, yes, there are definitely issues present. But I'm like, let's talk about America.
This street name is this sign here. So when it's square, it's an open street you can walk through. But when it's a hexagon, 6 sides, it's a dead end.
I would be utterly lost without our guides right now. We are in these like narrow, twisty alleyways. It's mostly shaded, it's mostly covered in this Medina, which is really nice. So it's like 10 degrees cooler than outside. It's actually quite pleasant. We are getting into it on this tour. Social issues, cultural identity. It's fascinating.
When people protested in Egypt, in Tunisia, so we had our Arabic Spring. Things that the protesters asked for is to make the Berber language as a second official instead of French. Because before 2011, by constitution, Arabic language is the first official language, then French language as we were colonized by France. So people, they said, we need to do Arabic and Amazigh language.
He just said we're going for lunch. Literally a cheer went up in the group. It's time.
Patio blue.
It's patio blue.
Lunchtime. God, everything here is just like a dream. It's actually ridiculous. Look at this place. This is where we're having lunch, of course. Ooh, okay. Starting off with the Moroccan salad course, which I think is my favorite course. All these little small plates of cooked veg and olives fuck me up. We got camel. This is just camel kofta, some harissa, spicy, delicious, couscous. I'm dancing. You can't see that, but I'm dancing. Every meal here ends with fruit.
Give me the pomegranate, girl. We were so enthused when this pomegranate came out. We oohed and awed. We forgot about the berries and then remembered them. It's very sweet and very soft and like seated on the outside. Interesting. I like it. Back into these crowded alleyways. Wow. You turn a corner and it's just like, bam. This is the main gate of Al-Qarawiyyin University. Al-Qarawiyyin University, which was founded by a woman in the 9th century. We're going to the Weaver's Workshop.
We call them, like the locals call them, drez.
Drez.
Drez means weaving.
There we go. Whoa, we walked through a tiny doorway and into this. Wow.
So this is comparative for weaving a loom by manwork. Usually here in Morocco, we have two kinds of the looms, just to not have an idea. We have horizontal loom for men's, as you see right now, and we have vertical for ladies. Moroccan ladies, they are made carpets by fingers, by vertical loom. And master weaver here, he works something different. He works fabrics. We use it usually for tablecloth, bed cover, bed spread, for curtains, for sofa. Also here, we make scarves. And we make Moroccan traditional dresses, like kaftan and jalaba. By the way, you know what means jalaba? So jalaba, the long dress with the hood in the back. Famous Moroccan traditional dress here in Morocco. We have also kaftans. So the difference between jalaba and kaftans, jalaba always with a hood, kaftan without hood. And this is the difference. Fili, squeezy. Reversible in both sides, no left, no right.
FYI, our tour guide told us, because I'm not supposed to make them mad, but our tour guide told us that in Fez, if you want to get textiles, look for agave silk or embroidery, but maybe the rest wait until you're in another city.
I do love the tassel. They're made from agave silk. So shiny. How much are the little ones?
600.
For both?
Yeah.
And the big one is 900 for one?
900 for one.
Not dollars.
Girl,
Moroccan dirhams.
I was unwell for a second. I was like, can we put this shit?
I'm tired, y'all. I need a nappy. We keep having these big meals and then having like 12-hour days, which I planned this. I knew what I was getting myself into. But it's because people want to have the experience and like...
The people also want to nap.
Now we're off to the tannery. Yet another stop. Here we go. I will also put Aziz's info in the caption because if you're coming to Fez and you want to explore the Medina, you do need to hire someone, I think. Giving us mint for the smell. Shukran. Wow, look at all this leather. Our one man.
This is the largest and the oldest tannery back to the 13th century. Even we give you mint, it doesn't smell. Because we used to give mint anyway, but in summertime it smells strong. But now you can resist, okay? Just thinking of smell gives you the bad smell. First stage is taking the fur off in the white. To take the fur off, we use quick lime and salt and pigeon poop, pigeon dropping.
Okay, I do like this. I think it fits well. It's not tight in the waist. I usually have a problem with like full-length jackets because they don't fit over the booty. I like the zippers. I like the arm zippers too. I think I want a different color. So we ordered custom jackets. They're bringing them to the hotel.
It needs to be perfect on you. So if there is something like you feel that you are not comfortable, they keep working on it the whole night and they bring it in the morning for you, or they can send it to us the next our destination till you feel that your jacket fits you perfectly.
As a short girl with a booty, I have never found, and I got titties, yeah. I have never found a leather jacket that fits me. I got short arms. It's all complicated. So I'm very, very excited, okay? Not Tom finding a jacket that looks like it was made for him. Annoying. It is a maze getting in and out of here, and literally it's like herding cats because as soon as one of us goes to sleep, somebody else picks something up and is like, wait. Okay, I'm so ready to go sit down somewhere. We made it! Back into the light! I am going to do nothing for the rest of the day, so we'll pick this back up tomorrow. I lied when I said we were going to bed because our leather jackets came 4 hours later. Oh, now I got
Wow. Get into this fit on top. Like, wow. Just
Okay. Can you zip it up, please? Yeah. You too. Come on, Georgia. Let's.
we're getting the zips. We're getting the zips.
Ooh.
In my pajamas.
Ooh.
The two of you together. Ooh.
Wow.
All of you together.
Wow.
Ooh.
So everybody's happy.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Is everyone's perfect?
Yes.
I think so.
Any customizations from us?
This just
Another
looks
day.
so good.
It's day 6. We're leaving Fez. I think there's going to be lots of sleeping on the bus today, but we'll see.
We're stopping at this little cafe in Fez for breakfast before we get on the road.
I wake up hungry every day, so even though I just woke up 20 minutes ago, it's time.
I will say Moroccan breakfasts include a lot of bread, and as a carb lover, it's my fave. Little nuss, half coffee, half milk. So this is the omelet. It can be made with honey or almonds. He said this is an almond version with argan oil, honey. It's like a sweet almond butter.
We are in Ifrane. There's a cedar forest here. It is beautiful. There's a university here. The leaves are changing. It's like the first time on this trip that it started to feel a little bit chilly, like really chilly during the day. And it is a nice break because I think we have 2 or 3 more hours in the car after this.
Everybody's bundled up for the first time. It's like a gorgeous fall day. This is the lion statue. I didn't notice it at first. I was like, what lion is he talking about? He said, take a picture of the lion. I was like, I got nothing. Turns out it's right there. Coffee. Yeah. Stopping for a little coffee break. This place is cute though. Ibrahim disappeared on our coffee stop and came back with the bags of snacks. I want cheesy chips for sure.
Cheesy.
Fromage.
And we have here
Biscuits.
a local biscuits with caramel crema. And here a lemon cake. Ooh. It's really nice one.
Okay, these cream-filled ones are essentially Twinkies. They're not bad. I don't hate them. Very fluffy. So we ate our snacks. We had a bathroom break. We got coffee. Got on the bus. 3-minute ride down the road. And now we're about to go on a hike in this beautiful forest.
Like a chip.
Can you tell me which animal is this?
A deer?
A monkey.
No, it could be deer. We have deers and gazelles also. But this is for wild boar. Oh. This is for hunters. I told you we have wild boars. You know that in Muslim culture, in Islamic culture, we don't eat pork. So sometimes the boars, they get really increase the number and they destroy the
They're very
fields
destructive.
and the land. So sometimes the authorities, they open the hunting season. So these are some signs and marks for hunters that they are not allowed to shoot in this area. Why? Because you can see there is like a well path here. We have people training here. So they could be like missing the animal and like getting someone. So that's why it's not allowed to hunt here. This is a national park, by the way. It's Ifrane National Park. All these trees, by the way, are protected, especially by UNESCO. So the cedar trees here, we have, you know that cedar wood is expensive. So we have some illegal traders in this kind of wood. So sometimes they come to cut some trees. So we have forest rangers with quad motorbikes and with horses. They keep like walking randomly in the forest.
It is so gorgeous. This is girlhood. Just on a walk with chips in hand. We did it. That was a nice hike. Like kind of through the forest and then the car met us on the other side. So 2 minutes after the hike, we just stopped on the side of the road because there's monkeys. Wow. Hi. Jeep crossing. The views from the bus today are just giving. Okay, we rolled up to this town and he says it's the barbecue town. You can smell it. We're supposed to have lunch here. He said they're known for barbecue. Literally just a smoke bomb getting off the bus. Oh, look at how good this looks. Here we go. So we are in Zaida.
Zaida, it's a village known by barbecue. Everyone traveling from Fez to Sahara and from Sahara to Fez, people they stop here to have barbecue.
So if you're making that route, stop in Zaida for lunch.
Look at this lamb skewer, y'all. This looks good. Lamb skewer. This is sheep. cutlet. And this is ground kofta, which is ground beef, which is what we saw grilling when we walked in.
Wrapped in the bread with some of the grilled onions they put on the table.
The meat is really tender.
The lamb skewers are so well seasoned. The table got very silent.
Stay still, otherwise I will burn you. Oh, yes.
What's this place called? Where are we now?
So we are in Midelt province, okay? It's called Midelt region. It's settled between Middle Atlas and High Atlas, which makes it a windy area and a good place for planting apple trees. It's known by apple fruits, good quality and like quantity too.
So we just checked into our little guest house here. It's called Qasar Timneh. And I'm not going to give y'all a tour because it's very basic. It's clean though. That's what's important. Very basic, very casual. It is literally just our halfway point rest stop so that we don't have to have a super long drive to the Sahara. But we are going to go on a hike and the sun is shining. And that sounds glorious.
Bags dropped and now we drive to the start of the hike. How he be finding these hikes? This is supposed to be a food tour, Ibrahim. JK, I did put this hike on the itinerary. Ooh, it's windy.
Wild rosemary, wild thyme. You have a strong smell, very nice taste. If you cook with this, it's wow.
We are basically kids on a field trip right now. He's talking to us about the hydroelectric dam. I just learned that the first Homo sapien fossil was found here in Morocco. It was originally thought to be a Neanderthal, and now they're saying no, it's the first Homo sapien, which challenges the theory that I was taught in school that Homo sapiens originated in East Africa. We're basically on a field trip. Ibrahim really got us out here. We are in perfectly safe hands and the path is quite wide, but I would never find my way without him. Are you enjoying our field trip, Tiffany?
Yes, actually I am. It's beautiful. Did I hate it? Yes.
At the beginning?
Yes.
Come on, Susan. We believe in you, and he's got you, so just walk with confidence. Woo! We all made it. Wow. What? Ooh, it's getting dark. Oh, we made it to the village. Okay. Some local kids invited us over for tea, so we're gonna go have some tea. He's leading us to his house. It's a nice surprise at the end of a hike.
Let's get in. Here for the wood, this is the smoke when they set fire in winter. It's the smoke who makes that color there.
That blackens the ceiling.
Yeah, and it is good for protecting the ceilings against termites. People living in these kind of houses, they always surround their houses with the tar. The smell of tar keeps the scorpions and snakes far away from the house. I swear, I didn't call them in advance. I didn't plan for this. Like you, we saw them by their donkey in the man down there. He said,
He said,
I said,
Ibrahim,
yes,
come to my house for
why
tea.
not? I don't have their number. I knew the woman because I came many times, but I didn't call her to have. I didn't plan to have tea with today.
This is so emblematic of
Let's go
hospitality
into the
in this
terrace.
region, though. Everywhere you go. Ibrahim is doing the absolute most with this tea, and he's loving his life. Cake and peanuts, we're winning. Can't go wrong.
I think this was my favorite experience so far. We just sat in Bidda's common room. Her name is Bidda. And giggled and drank tea and learned a few words in a local language. Ten mirt is thank you. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. So we're having dinner at this guest house and...
Okay. Oh, it's stuffed. Oh, it's stuffed with wild herbs. Okay, this gonna be good, y'all.
Oh! The herbs have infused into the fish.
Are you getting the herbs, Carrie? It's day 7, and we are making our way to the Sahara.
So I slept in the van this morning for about 4 hours.
and finally woke up for one of the stops. Look, check it out. It's pretty cool. The scenery around me looks a lot like Arizona. He brought us home.
This is where I grew up. That's, you see the clay village, muddy village to the left? There's a lot of buildings there. That's my village.
So he grew up over there.
So I still have cousins. Yeah.
And then...
My father is buried here. There's a cemetery. I will stop for 1 minute to visit his tomb. Then we keep driving. So for the next, our drive, we will be driving along the valley.
What valley?
Ziz Valley, Z-I-Z, which is the capital of Majhoul dates. Whenever or wherever you find Majhoul dates in your supermarkets, it's coming from Morocco, exactly from this valley.
It's beautiful to see this little pop of green in the middle of the desert. We're on our next rest stop where we can see camels and feed them. Look at the little ones. We're also doing some shopping here at the camel stop because they have pashminas, they have fabric that you can use as a scarf, but also when we go into the desert, we can wrap our faces with it, protect us from the sun. You're gonna get one to cover your face?
Yes.
On this camel ride?
On this camel ride, absolutely. I think it's required. Plus, I want to be like, you know,
yeah,
appropriately desert attired.
I think you are appropriately desert attired.
What's funny is that this is my normal house attire.
I'm also gonna get magnets for my nephews while I'm here. Oh, definitely. Something like this. Okay, I'll get a dark blue one. There we go. I'm getting magnets and this beautiful blue. This one is so beautiful. They're all beautiful. Oh, you're gonna love them. This is a nice stop. The bathrooms are clean. They have tea and coffee. You can get your pashminas, get your magnets, get your scarves. But when are we getting lunch is the question, Ibrahim.
Lunch, I'm doing this mainly. I'm like getting the group to get very hungry because I want to see them how they will eat that midfuna. They will be like monsters eating in 1 hour.
Oh my god.
Maximum.
I'm gonna die. Okay, we have finally stopped for lunch. It's almost 2 p.m. He's killing me. Ooh, Restaurant La Baraka. Okay, we made it. It smells so good in here. It smells so good.
Okay, this is us. 8 here, 8 there.
Okay. Feed me. It's so cool up here in the shade. What's this town called?
So it's called Rissani.
Rissani.
This is the starting city of the current royal family. The grandfather of the current king started ruling from this city, and he's buried here.
Our table is just hungrily sitting in silence, waiting for the food to arrive. Just dead silence. Madfuna! Wow, so this is a stuffed bread?
Okay.
Yeah, sheep hurdy.
So look at this. You have eggs, almonds, okay? Onions, this is camel meat and beef meat mixed with camel fat to give it that kind of like juicy, okay? And we have herbs of Sahara. So I told them to not use a lot of herbs since like our group, they are not useful with having a lot of herbs. Then you can have here the sauce as harissa, and you can make like this. If you like chili sauce, you can add it here, okay? And bassaha.
Ala albak.
Ala albak. Good.
I like the almonds in it. I really like it with this harissa. It's spicy with a little bit of like preserved lemon flavor to it.
Roasted chicken. You have seen in the public oven the baker like putting the bread. They did the same for the chicken. So this was roasted into the oven, and it's filled inside with pasta, almonds, and spices. Okay, so when you open it, you will find like the pasta inside.
Wow.
Here. So I didn't use my knives and my knife and fork, so it's clean. Look at this.
Is there a name for this type of chicken?
We call it Djaj Muhammar or Djaj Meshwi in the oven. The same one you have in Casablanca, but this one is in the oven. The other one you have in Casablanca was fried.
Chicken's really tender. Yep.
She's like, the chicken was the last thing, right? I need to know whether I need to save space because there's never just one course. She's learned.
We just had this nice moment with the owner of this restaurant, Ismail,
Restaurant Al Baraka.
who his family has been making madfuna for generations. And then I forgot to hit record, but it was very sweet. It was a very sweet, earnest moment.
Now we're popping by the communal oven to see the madfuna be baked.
They prepare the dough as they want to make a normal bread. Okay, and then people, so he's a baker. He prepared just the dough. If you want to have a madfuna as a local or as someone passing by, we go to the souk. The souk is right in the corner here, to the butcher. And then you choose which kind of meat you want, beef, lamb, or camel, or you can mix them. So the butcher cuts the meat for you in small pieces like you saw, like you have in the bread, okay? And they mix it with onions and eggs, almond, spices, and local herbs. So they make and they season it, they mix everything, and they take the dough, they make big bread, and they put the meat and the onions, then they bring another dough to cover it. Okay, and they close it like, remember the Bastilla when the Aziz was closing like the Bastilla? They do the same with the dough, and they start like doing like this to make it flat. Okay, then you bring it here, and Mr. Baker just put it in the corner. It takes 45 minutes maximum to be baked. So the baker has the wheat flour here with some semolina. So normally, look at this. It's meat, beef meat with onions, with eggs, almonds, parsley, spices. So you go to the butcher and he can prepare all this mixture for you. You don't need to use your hands. Just tell him how many kilos you want, which kind of meat you want, and then you bring it to Mr. the baker. Look at the egg here. You see, you saw it in your bread.
And now we make our way to our camp, our desert camp.
We have arrived, kind of. Piling up our bags because they'll take those to camp, and then we are gonna go on camels.
Okay, and you take this with your right hand. So you do a knot here, like to tie it here, and
That's tight.
this is a good one. Okay. That's not done. You take this one and Ahmed. Okay there. And you cover the nose like this.
Oh, okay.
So when it is dusty, ears protected, nose, mouth protected. Now it is not. You
So
can
pull
just
it down.
pull it down like this. And here she is. We have Susan the ninja.
Deanna, what is your first impression from Camelback? So much rocking. My butt.
I think it's like 30-40 minutes to camp. Let me tell you, my butt is gonna be tired by the time we get to camp.
Oh, we're on the sand. Here we go. Oh, it's already so peaceful.
There they go.
You're pretty. Don't spit on me, dude.
Is that what that sound? Because I felt it.
He's gurgling.
Coming from.
The camel behind me just wants pets.
We're almost to camp. We took a little pit stop to take a photo and rest our butts because, oh, the pain. And our tour leader who abandoned us is over there on that hill. Okay, we got off. We're climbing to the top of this dune because I think our camp is on the other side. Oh, nope. Oh, it's a lounge area. Oh, our camp is there. You can start to see the white. Okay. I don't know.
Welcome to Shabi Camp. Erg Shabi. E-R-G. Erg Shabi is the name of these views.
They have these tables set up and this lounge area out here and the other one over there. We gonna watch the stars tonight. Hopefully, if the sky is... Well, there'll be some peeking through the clouds no matter what. Are we the only group here?
Yeah, this is all yours. All. It's a VIP camp for your group.
There's little swings. Individual little, I don't know, tents, yurts, huts, something. I love it when we can take over a whole spot. I spy boards for sandboarding. He said Anella, second tent, so here we go. Oh, it's perfect and so cute. Oh, there's 2 beds. Oh well. Oh, and there's a little sitting area. I love it. Bathroom. Ooh, nice shower. Okay, this is perfect. Oh my gosh. We believe in you.
Give me your board.
Okay, I can use this one.
Yay!
It's so pretty all lit up at night. And now it's dinner time. Of course we have bread and olives. But I'm curious to see what else they made. This eggplant and cheese looks delicious. I'm walking into the desert following the sound of the drums. I think we're having a yep, I see it. We're having a bonfire. And we're leaving the Sahara! I do. I hate waiting in line for roller coasters, and I hate getting strapped in, but I love a roller coaster once I'm in.
You're doing it.
You're doing it!
So sexy on a camel.
R.I.P. your thighs. The folks who took the 4x4 are just waiting for the people suffering on the camels. Waiting for the camel sufferers.
Aha, suckers. Oceaning.
Drifting with the jeeps in the sand.
Yeah!
We literally pulled over so we could all get dates. This was 100 Moroccan dirhams, which is $10 for a kilo, baby. Look at how beautiful they are. I only need one, so.
I saw her take many and I was like, that's an idea. I like it.
That's what she's saying. Put it in with the
I don't know.
They're
Those
so sweet.
Are trained for like.
So we're on a stop. Our guide Ibrahim loves to break up the bus ride with lots of stops, which I actually appreciate. So we're on a stop and we're gonna look at fossils. I guess there's a lot of fossils here in the Sahara. And so we're at a fossil center. Archaeology center? I don't know, don't ask me. I'm a language person, okay? Not a science person. 600 million years ago, this area used to be an ocean. So there's lots of fossils buried in the rocks here. Something like that. This is a sculpture that he made out of rock that also incorporates some of the fossils. It's very cool. Okay, this is cool. This plate that has the gold, but then the fossils in it. I don't need it, but
But I want it.
you know. Oh, look at these jellyfish. Oh, and now we're in a showroom. I'm not into fossils, but I think I could be. Oh, okay, now that's dope. Okay, it's been a long, sleepy drive, but we are off the bus. And we are gonna have lunch with a local family before we continue onward to our accommodations for the next 2 nights. This feels like quite the adventure for lunch. We're walking through this little garden. Here we go. We're gonna cross this little stream. We're in Todra Gorge, I think he said. And it's stunning. Upstairs in this house, we just met Murad, who already walked inside, but he's a chef actually, who's cooking for us in his home. And this is his great-great-grandfather's house that we'll be having lunch in.
I have white beans, potatoes, carrots, pasta, Kiran. This is eggplant and zucchini, so try to avoid this one. And you have beets, you have avocado, rice, and this is pineapple here. Berber bread, and it's baked in a clay oven.
It's fluffy.
It's fluffy, yeah. It's really fresh and warm, yeah.
Beautiful sitting area. He just dropped something that looks a lot like a green shakshuka, and I'm about it.
You cannot touch the tagine, it's really hot.
Chicken kebab. Oh yeah, some of this good bread with harissa and the chicken kebab.
Well,
Deanna's really... She's like, we could always have more fruit. We're not full. 4 courses later. We got the nuts, some cookies. Ooh. I think I'm gonna take one of these chocolate covered cones. Cheers.
I have to say, every meal we've had so far has been 10 out of 10. Phenomenal. But also, I'm gonna miss having 3 or 4 courses plus tea, plus a cookie service when I go back to the States. What am I gonna do with myself?
And now we get back on the bus. As we make our way towards our guest house, we're gonna go on a little 10 or 15 minute walk. He said walk, but with him it could be a hike. And then eventually continue our drive. Okay, so we got out of the van and we're walking a little bit in Todra Gorge. It's so hard to capture, even if I put it on 0.5, the scale of this gorge we're walking through. I didn't even realize from the van how tall the walls were because I couldn't see from my vantage point in the van. This guy's making us nervous. This little bubbling brook through the gorge, it is beautiful. These hotels on this side of the gorge here were abandoned after a rockfall during a rain crushed that roof.
The gorge of Todra, and we have the gorge of Idriss where we are going. It was a strategical location that our rebellions that resisted the French colonial period, they used to attract the French army to this area. Imagine like you are like rebellions, you are not a normal army, so you are like, you fight in kind of gangs. So it's impossible to face a huge army. That's why the Berbers use, or the Amazigh used to attract the army of France here, and then they attack them.
The landscape is just so wild. We've made it to our stop. We're in the Idriss Valley. Hi.
Yeah, we're going downstairs having some tea.
Okay.
Then we check the room upstairs.
Okay, thank you. Gorgeous fireplace. Gorgeous dining room. I'm gonna be sitting right out here. You know we can't do anything without a welcome tea. Tea and snacks to start, and then he's setting up a fire pit by the pool. Very kindly helped me with my luggage up 2 flights of stairs. But when I told him my room number, he said, oh, this is a beautiful room. So I'm ready. It's essentially just like a big villa, this guest house. When I walk into my room, first of all, it's gorgeous. Here's the bed, big comfy bed. And then it's dark, or almost dark, so I don't think you can see. But I have a big balcony, which I cannot wait to sit out in the morning, and then I can see the river from my balcony. See this bathroom. Ooh, okay, I love these stone showers that are curved. Oh yeah, nice shower. Nice bathroom. I love it.
It's always kind of a long trip if you're driving and going to the Sahara, but stopping along the way at a place like this, definitely worth it. And if you have time, spending a night, at least one night, I wish we'd had 2 in the Sahara, in the desert, just kind of unplugging, also worth it.
Cheers to Chez Ishu. I really like this place. I do too. Can I just say, I'm very glad to be in Morocco with all of you. We made it. And there's Tomothy. Get those buns warm, girl. She's standing in front of the heater warming her butt. The food at this guest house is also hitting so far. This is a pumpkin soup, which I know looks kind of like baby food. It is delicious. How's your brie wine? What do you mean? Good night, old lady. We may have let this cute kitten inside at the guest house, and now it's our kitten.
It is day 9 of this group trip in Morocco. I slept so well in this guest house in the Dadis Valley. Let's see what the day holds.
Trying to get a little bit of work done on the Wi-Fi before we go out on this hike. No, it's okay. Breakfast is lovely though. So today we're starting off with a nature walk through this gorgeous valley community. And hoping the sun comes out at some point.
After having taken many of these group trips and now hosted a bunch, here's my take. When I'm hosting, I really try not to skip activities because it's kind of a thing. I did put this together. If I was on this trip and I was a paying participant and I didn't want to go today, I would be in bed. It is your trip. Make it your trip. There are a couple of people who stayed in the guest house this morning to sleep in. Go for them. Like, when you are out on an experience, feel free to make it your own. For me, this is work, so I have a little different calculation. But yeah, if it was just me, I'd be in that bed too.
One thing about Ibrahim, he gonna make you sniff the plants.
Hey, give to your followers to smell it. Smell it, smell it. This is aniseed.
Oh.
You know the aniseed?
Oh, it's like licorice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in Morocco, we make some of the pastries you had in Fez, they had aniseed in that.
There used to be a bridge here that he would have taken us across, except it flooded and got destroyed. So we're taking an alternate route today. It is gorgeous in this light rain. Not them pulling a carrot from somebody's field for us.
So they have a really good sweet carrots here. Sometimes we pass here, we just like wash it and then we eat, because here it's all organic. They don't use pesticides.
He's building a path for us to get through this muddy water. Ibrahim is enjoying this far too much. I can tell you that right now. That is this kitty, which has now been with us for like 20 minutes, forded multiple streams, climbed branches. We actually put a branch down across a puddle so the kitty could come with us. I think it's our kitty now. Hi, baby. Oh. Hi. Hi. Come on, kitty. You can do it. This is now known as Kitty Canyon. So this is Dadis Gorge, and it is gorgeous. But we have been consumed by planning what to do with this kitty. Taking a peek at this slot canyon that gets pretty narrow. Okay, supposedly this cat was taken in by a woman in the village who gave him bread, and if he wasn't, it's your fault, Ibrahim.
No, we will be sure. We will come back, we will knock her door like, is the cat okay? Then we keep going, okay? Is that good for you?
Okay.
Okay.
You guys, this cat found us again. He's dry though. He was inside, he's dry. And clean. Okay, we have fed now the village kitty and the village dog, and we're walking away, and hopefully this cat doesn't follow us. The kids in the village seem to really like it though, and want to adopt it. These rock formations are wild. Like the bands. So we're hiking to the van, and then we're supposed to have tea and lunch with a local family. We're gonna try another very local dish that we haven't tried before. We made it to the bus. We're very muddy, trying to clean our shoes as much as we can. Post-hike date snack on the bus. It's lunchtime. So we're having lunch at this house, but look at the view from their deck. Damn. Definitely taking our muddy shoes off before we walk into someone's home.
The question is, can we get them back on?
Into the dining sitting room we go. Our host built this room himself with his father. He said it's bamboo and poplar wood. So beautiful. We're starting our tea demonstration now.
So making Moroccan tea, it's so easy, but still need skills. So you need boiled water, you need a tea sets, the plateau and the glasses and the teapot. Here, what is it?
Sugar.
Sugar. This is the shape of sugar in Morocco. And of course, when you break it in small pieces, you have this. We're having that. And then also I will mix it with rosemary. So strong tea, you need 3 spoons. I'm making it like middle, I will make 2 spoons.
So you're starting with the green tea.
With the green tea. And before I put this, look at this. Green tea, it's dry leaves. So the hot water will open the dry leaves. Okay? I want them to be opened, and then I want to wash the leaves to be sure, because it's coming from the factory, and sometimes like when they get dry, it could be like dust on the surface or something. We need to be sure that they are like clean. So steep it.
So you pour off the first little bit.
Look at. I will show you later, and you will see the difference of. Okay, and then again. But this time, I will start shaking. Now I am washing the leaves.
So essentially rinse.
Rinse, yeah. Look
Rinse
at the
the
color.
first one, shake the second one. Pour both of them off.
Oh, wow. Who is darker?
The second one.
This one, which will not use because it has some dust. We will just pour it here. This one still clean, and it has the taste of tea. I need it. I will pour it back. The first one. Now I'm sure my leaves are dry. So rosemary, it has a strong taste. You don't like put a lot. I will just like small spoon. Then I will put the strong meat.
Fresh mint.
Fresh mint. If you have saffron at home, you add it. Saffron is really good with tea. It's expensive, that's why we don't use it every day. But if you have saffron, you can put like 3 hairs or 4 hairs. It's really good and it's healthy. And sugar, all of this. Okay, so I will put this one. Okay. Now my tea is mostly ready. Then you pour the water. When you pour water, please make sure that the mint leaves are all submerged by water, like to be under the surface of water. If you leave a leaf up of the surface, it gets burned, and the taste of burning leaves affect your tea. Till here, that's it. Now, on a slow fire, I will put it back to get a little bit boiled, to accelerate the release of the taste of the rosemary, the mint, and the tea. When you have, look at this, there is no white foam here. Once you see that there is a white foam coming out, stop it, turn off the fire, your tea is ready. Okay? So we will wait for it. I will accelerate it a little bit.
Oh, they brought the saffron.
So this is the saffron. It smells good, smell it. It's really strong, so I will put it here.
Thank you.
It's expensive, by the way, guys, but it's very generous from the family. So I will just shake with the spoon to let it release more saffron taste in it.
You don't always put rosemary in tea
No,
here,
not always. You have, the famous one is mint tea, but you can add rosemary, thyme, absinthe, saffron, roses, and tomorrow we are driving by the Rose Valley. You can add roses, pink roses, orange blossom. Look at the foam now. It's coming. You can see it.
Oh, now it's ready.
Yeah, it's ready. You see it? Yeah. It's bubbling. Now our tea is ready. You just turn off the fire. Normally, we don't use propane gas. We use firewood, like to give it time. Everything in Morocco should be cooked slowly. What I will do is to mixer, to pour. And put it back. It smells good.
But all of the mint tea here has green tea as a base, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's all caffeinated, just as I've learned when I didn't sleep at all one night. How many times do you mix?
Just like a time that I am sure that the sugars get totally melted. You know, that piece of sugar I put, I want to be sure that the sweetness is everywhere in the pot, in all the corners. And then since we put mint saffron late, I will give it just like 2 or 3 minutes to have that strong taste of saffron. So you have mint, rosemary, and saffron. And we'll see. It's up to you to let me know how it will be. If you like more sugar, it depends. You can add more. If you have honey at home, you can, when I make tea at home, I don't use sugar. I use honey, like a small spoon, and you put it in my glass. It gives your tea another really taste. And you know, honey, it has flavor. Depends on what the bee. It is like you have white honey, brown honey, black honey, so it kind of different flavors. In our culture, especially people in Sahara, a tea ceremony is like you can call it happy hour. It has many times a day. First time, morning early for breakfast, and when I say morning early is before sunrise, because people they wake up at dawn time for prayer and then they go to work in the fields. Then they have a second breakfast in the fields using tea always. But before lunch, we have couple glasses, like 2 or 3. Then after lunch, another set. Why? It helps for digestion. So a pre-lunch ceremony, then an after-lunch ceremony. Then we have a sunset ceremony when everyone coming back from school and coming back from work. It's like kind of chatting with the family, having updates. Then at night. It has caffeine, but it doesn't affect our sleep. We can have like a pot of tea and go to sleep. It's okay. It's safe.
It's called addiction.
Yeah. Addiction. Last mixture, and you can see some saffron hairs. By the way, don't worry. Just get them if you want. You can see it.
That's beautiful.
Really, do you smell it or no?
Yeah. So
from all the plateau.
Do you pour it up high because it helps cool it down?
No, it's not about cooling down. So the way we pour it, it's not to cool it down. It's just to have the foam and the smell, and then also the sound. If I pour it like quietly, it's like, what are you doing there? It's like, stop it.
Wow, this tea is gorgeous. It's so bright. Oh, I like the rosemary. I like the addition of the rosemary a lot.
So this is, guys, rfisa, a fellow pastry, a fellow dough, but it's made by chicken, lentils, onions, and then a special spice called ras al hanout. You know the ras al hanout? Pregnant woman has new baby, they cook it for lunch. We call it rfisa.
Traditionally for pregnant women.
No, yeah.
I wish you guys could smell this like through the camera. Whoever's watching this in a month when I finally publish it.
Don't forget the side over there. Yep, get that.
I got it.
So beautiful. Thank you for your service to the table. Yes. Okay, go at it.
Go at it. Go ham, friends.
That is okay.
That looks so good. Wow. Okay, what was the verdict on this meal? On the rfisa?
It was amazing. I ate 5 whole plates. And I could eat 5 meals.
Where did it go? Back on the bus, we had this absolutely phenomenal meal. And some of the group got henna done that they're all now posing with. It looks gorgeous. Ooh, look at it. It's so pretty, Shay.
Thank you.
Yes. She was really fast, too.
Very fast.
So good.
It is. It's really beautiful. I feel like she did such an amazing job.
She did. Wow. And it was so quick.
It was very quick.
We're going up to the top to have coffee. This road was a little scary to get up here, not gonna lie. That's the road we took to get up here. We are sitting and having lovely coffees. This is a nus-nus, so it's supposed to be half coffee, half milk. Coffee, not copy. Coffee, half milk. This one is spiced, so it's a cardamom coffee. But then look, this beautiful view. Everybody's just hanging out with their henna.
It's day 10, and we're leaving this beautiful oasis in the Dadis Valley. And it's 6:30, it's 7 in the 6:30? I don't know. It's early in the morning. We are making our way towards Marrakech today. One thing about me, I'm gonna sleep on the bus. And I think we're having breakfast, or just having some like coffee and toast.
our guide Ibrahim stopped at a public oven and snagged some bread and then bought cheese from a little market for us because we all need to eat. Warm and beautiful.
So part of the reason we got up and left so early this morning was so that we could stop at a rug cooperative so the girls could do some damage.
To the rugs. Folks have inspo photos. They have measurements ready.
Let's go inside.
When I said the girls were gonna do some damage, I really meant her.
And my credit cards. So what you see here, this is the winter side. When we flip the carpets, we get the summer side.
Oh.
Clever, right?
Of course there is tea service.
This one here is a representation of the sand dunes or the mountains, because the nomad most of the time they're living next to the mountains or next to the desert. So their carpets it's a representation of the landscape, okay, or of the geography of the place they're living.
I'm already in love. They're pulling things for us and I'm like, I don't even have the space for this. But I also love the pinks and the blues together. Oh, stunning. She's trying to talk herself into buying both. But we love this one.
Sure.
We absolutely love this one. And this one, secondary love, fits the room she's shopping for quite nicely. I think they're happy.
I got a rug.
It's gonna be great.
I think I have a new favorite. This purple.
Is this your new favorite?
Yeah. That's not for my house because I'm not buying anything, but I love this color scheme so much.
FYI, we are in Ouarzazate province in Ait bin Haddou. I will put the info for the rug cooperative in the caption of the video because it is amazing. Like if you want a rug, definitely stop in for some shopping.
So this village dates back to the 11th century and was a major trading stop for caravans coming from Marrakech, but also all the way from Timbuktu. And it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site.
It is.
This is fascinating. So you can see these like businesses that are closed and all the families have moved out of this village. And our guide Ibrahim says it's because when this place was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site, people weren't allowed to make any changes, including adding electricity. And so there are some like shops here, but they don't have electricity.
Yeah.
And the coffee shops and hotels and residents have moved across the river because it's easier to live with modern amenities. And then you can see these solar panels here. That's one family that stayed that's fighting with UNESCO about the use of solar panels. So that side of the river is where all the villagers moved to after the dispute. Or because of the dispute, I guess. Lunchtime. Chicken sandwich. Looks good. There's lots of veggies in here. He said they made the bread this morning in the clay oven. All right, what's the verdict? Yeah?
Very good.
It's very good.
Fantastic.
I smothered mine in harissa. I really like the pomegranate molasses on top too. Okay, our sandwiches were amazing, judging by the cleared plates. But I look over, and this man is eating tagine without us. Excuse me. Our resident slow eater over here while everyone's paying is like, I got more time. So this cute seating area and restaurant is right at the base when you come down from visiting the historic village. It's called Tausna, and the food was really good. And it's a women's cooperative, so you should stop here and support the ladies. So I will say, you could definitely kind of rebuild this itinerary by yourself. You could drive or hire a driver, book the riads, book the guest houses. You could definitely do it. But the thing that you couldn't replicate is all of the food. So the restaurants we went to are public, you know, their business is open to everyone. But the meals we've had in homes, those have been arranged by our guide Ibrahim because he has relationships with these people who open their homes to us and like figure out a menu, and it's much more of an informal system. And actually those have been my favorite meals on this trip. I think it would be very hard to replicate that if you were coming here and you did not hire a guide or didn't book a trip with a company like Intrepid. We are back on the bus and it's time to make our way to Marrakech, and it's gonna be quite a while. We've been on this bus all damn day, but we finally made it to Marrakech. Y'all, we made it to the big city from the desert and over the mountains, and now
it's probably going to be a little bit of a culture shock because we've been in quiet towns and quiet places.
Meknes Square is the heart of Marrakech. This is the oldest square. I think this is the most famous square in the world.
So he's quickly led us out of the central square and into the Medina around it because we're heading to an herbalist shop. We've arrived. It's about a 5-minute walk. 10-minute walk from the Jemal Fina. Well, we're starting off with an herbal blend of tea. Caffeine free for once. Oh yeah, we will be buying some spices. That smelled amazing. I'm getting some gifts at this stop. The saffron's for me, but this is a gift for someone's son who likes spicy things. It's a dried harissa. I also want to get a jar of the harissa paste. And then maybe some tea. She got everything. That's what she means.
I control myself. Don't lie to the people. And 2 of those.
Okay, we are quickly heading back to the bus to go to our riad, which looks beautiful. It's in the Medina, but in a different part of the Medina. The spice stop, the herbalist stop, was just a quick one so that people could get spices before they closed. Kind of a little hectic aside, but now we're on to the main Marrakech itinerary. Riad, La Clé d'Or, the Golden Key. This is our final riad of the trip. Tomorrow's our final full day, and then people start to leave the day after. So we'll have a big day in Marrakech, and then some folks will stay longer. And she is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. RIP all the other guests staying here who have to listen to us. So cute. Look at the way the light fixture projects onto the ceiling. Like, the details are so good. Oh, not a hot towel to wipe the grime off my face. Of course, starting off our stay with cookie service and tea service. My room has a green motif. I'm feeling it. Little sofa area. Nice wood detailing. Definitely the ceiling, like the moldings, really beautiful. And then I'm feeling this bathroom. Oh yeah. So we quickly dropped our bags at the riad and we're heading to dinner now because we're all starving. And I'm like, wait, there's a Kung Fu Panda on the wall. We're walking to have dinner on a rooftop where we'll be able to see the main square and also to see the mosque. I don't know why words are so hard for me right now. I think I'm just hungry. Back to the wild street crossings of Marrakech. We're just following Ibrahim like little ducklings at this point. I've definitely bombed quite a few of their photos at this point. Be honest, how's the food here? Or are we really here for the view?
Both.
Okay.
Both.
I've been to a lot of these like rooftops around the square and I'm always like, eh.
The ones there?
Yeah.
No.
So what's this place called again?
Sky 22 or Sky Mabrouka because it was a cinema, an old...
so Sky 22 or Sky Mabrouka?
Sky Mabrouka.
Okay.
It's known by Sky Mabrouka. Like if you ask someone about
Mabrouka.
Sky 22, they don't know it, but if you say Sky Mabrouka, they know it because
it's on the 4th floor of this riad, right?
Cinema. It's a riad.
Yeah.
And they have a rooftop.
Oh.
Like,
okay. Yeah, up we go. Look at this view of the mosque from up here. And then down there, it's clearer to the eye than it is through the camera, but that's the Jemal Fina.
Marrakech at night. Marrakech.
It is a beautiful city at night. The way this trip goes through olives, though, it's wild. I decided we're almost done. We need a little bubbles. Whee! Thank you. Cheers. Cheers to Morocco. So this is the tangia, the Marrakechia dish that is like the slow cooked meat. And it's usually cooked in this kind of like pot that's this shape. They have this like cute little serving vessel that's like the pot cut in half. So I got makfoul, which I already destroyed because I pulled apart all the beef. But it's like beef and onion and tomato tagine, and it's so good. It's a little bit sweet from the caramelization of the onions. We're definitely back in the city. So we're getting chocolate lava cakes, a little fancy dessert. I think everyone got one. Yeah.
Just try to take one shot.
So after dinner, we wandered to the square, to the Jemal Fina. And Ibrahim is testing Tom with something. What is that?
That is awesome.
What is it?
This is a mixture of all these herbs here.
Oh, it's like an herbal tea.
Yeah, and the atelier concentrated eucalyptus. This opens your veins. If your nose is blocked, it gets open, and then if your chest, if you're coughing.
Just another night with Ibrahim. We have a fabulous meal that was a lot of food. Take a walk. This man loves to take a walk. And then try some random shit he passes around.
I would say if you come to Marrakech, this is one of my favorite things to do, is to come to the square and try things from the vendors, even if I don't really know what I'm getting myself into.
Okay, this is a mixture of crushed almonds, walnuts, sesame, cinnamon, honey. This is what we call energy balls, by the way.
Tom really likes it. What's the surprise? He's like, there's a surprise.
You know what the locals call it? They call it the Berber Viagra.
Every country I've ever been to, there's some local thing that they're like, this is our Viagra. Like, there is always some drink or some food.
Oh, it is day 11 of this group trip in Morocco. It is our last full day. Yesterday was hectic. We spent most of our time trying to get to Marrakech. We are here, and it's time to have a big day here so that folks can experience just a little bit of what the city has to offer before some people start to leave tomorrow or the next day.
We had a lovely breakfast at the Riyadh, and now off we go. We're taking a cooking class today, which is going to take a few hours, so we're rolling out kind of early so that we can also have free time to explore the city later. The grounds are beautiful of this cooking class. This is a women's association that hosts cooking classes. Emma is a culinary training center where women from disadvantaged backgrounds learn how to be professional cooks, reclaiming their narratives and transforming their lives. They've also worked in collaboration with World Central Kitchen to cook 19,000 meals as part of their earthquake relief project. We're ready to go. Hands washed, big bowl of onions. Tagine refers to the dish of this like conical shape. And anything cooked in this or served in this is a tagine, which is why today we have beef tagine, chicken tagine, vegetable tagine, and lamb tagine that we're making. All that will have a slightly different flavor profile, but they're cooked in here. Starting off dicing in an onion, we'll put a layer of onion on the bottom of the tagine so that the other food doesn't stick, and then onions caramelize so nicely. We've been assigned a veggie tagine, and we're making swift progress. How's the chicken crew going?
Going well. It smells so good.
It looks beautiful.
Like preserved lemon, lemon juice, paprika, ginger. No, sorry, turmeric, not paprika. Black pepper. Coriander, parsley. Yeah. And I want to just eat it now, which would be a bad idea. But
so as we've been told, the trick to veggie tagine is in the assembling, so that the harder veggies cook at an equal rate as the softer veggies. So start with the carrots because they take the longest to cook. Now turnip.
My lamb looks fantastic.
Is it on the fire already?
It is. Sierra is pumping away.
Oh, with the air
work.
to get it warm.
Yep.
Next layer zucchini. Now adding in the eggplant. The little baby eggplants are so cute. Now potato. Some of our veggie cutting is not consistent, I will say. Now bell pepper. Layer of tomatoes. Ooh, now the fresh peas and the green beans. Sprinkle, sprinkle.
I'm tired, so I'm sassy today, and my inner monologue needs to be turned off. Just like flip the off switch somewhere.
For the spices, we're doing salt, pepper, ginger, turmeric, parsley, and coriander. Dried ginger's in there as well. Cumin, sweet paprika. And then she's adding some water basically to make a slurry of the spices. Okay. This smells so good already. We haven't even started cooking it. Garlic and a little bit of olive oil to make a paste. Carrie is living her best housewife dreams right now. So they're just slowly adding water until they get the right consistency by day. I mean, our lady instructors today who... He also has longer legs. Are going by eye. Like they know what this mixture should look like. It is a
that's
beautiful
gorgeous.
morning in Marrakech today. Just kind of get it everywhere. And finally, we're gonna add a mixture of olive oil and sunflower oil. Olive oil is mostly what they cook with here, but sunflower oil has a higher smoke point, so just to prevent it from burning as fast. Finish it like any good cook with a nice pinch of salt and a little pepper, and then the coriander and parsley mixture, just to top it off. Oh, that's so beautiful, and it hasn't even been cooked yet. It's ready to go in the fire. Carrie, are you doing the honors?
I think.
Come on.
Go.
Go! We believe in you! We believe in you! Our fearless leader, Carrie. I love this big row of tagines we have going. Yay! Tomothy's tending the fire.
As Tomothys tend to do.
Emily's like, this was me the entire time. Don't you be talking shit now. To take up all the credit. So while we were assembling, someone in our group was breaking things, lighting things on fire. Go. Oh, that's a thing of beauty. She's tending the lamb ones. Oh, so they're adding water so that it'll steam. So as far as the heat goes out here, they've been bringing the liquid to like a rolling boil, like low bubble, flipping the meat so that both sides get cooked and all the spices that are on top get submerged. Pump harder, Deanna.
Actually, you want to measure pace.
I don't see enough smoke.
Actually, you want to keep it pretty mellow, so want to be chill. Want to be very chill. Okay.
Oh, look at how beautiful it's going. The way I'm going to destroy these tagines when they're ready. I'm checking on our tagine, baby. It's not hot enough. I can tell you right now, ours isn't hot enough, and I will be, yeah, it needs billowing. So all of them that are really cooking, they've put the spoon in the side of the lid to let more of the steam escape. So if you're making this at home in a Dutch oven, definitely offset that lid so it has a little bit of airflow. Now we're just carrying on, waiting around while our tagines steam away. Watching this tea ceremony with rapt attention. Folks are locked in. Of course, cookies with our tea.
So, organization actually started as a small business. It was to help Chefchaouen. At the time in 2012, 2011, Chefchaouen was working as a maid in different households since the age of 10 almost. She was making around $20 to $30 per month that she would send the majority of back to her family to help them financially. And she's been doing that throughout all of the 30 years until she met the founder, Nora. It was in early 2012 when they met, and after learning of her story, the founder decided to help her any way, shape or form possible, but by using her own existing skills rather than making her learn anything new. She was already a great chef, a great cook, thanks to her experience, at least 30 years making food for entire families. So they decided on starting to bake American cookies, brownies, cupcakes and cakes in the kitchen of founder Nora, and then selling them to customers as a small business model. This project started with 3 women, Chefchaouen, founder Nora, and Chef Naima. She's currently our head chef in the restaurant in Idriss. She was also going through a very similar situation. So within that year, so the entirety of 2012, they were very much focused on this business. They were working on it every day, and people loved the cookies and brownies they were producing. They were really high quality, home-baked goods, and they were just such beautiful cookies that it made people very positive impact on them, and they wanted to help and support the cause that was behind those cookies and brownies. So within that year that they were focusing on this business, they saw so much change in the livelihood of these 2 women that they decided on doing the same thing for hopefully every woman who goes through a similar situation. That's when this project actually came to life. The name Amal actually means hope in Arabic, and they chose Amal as the name of the organization because it carries the vision and the purpose. It's also a woman's name, adding even more weight to the name of the organization since it is made by women for women. Our first location was opened in 2013 It was thanks to a grant that we received from a Swiss organization named Trossos. They heard about this program, they wanted to help, so they gave us a grant and we used it to open the restaurant in 2013, and that's when the training for the women actually started. Just like every project, we started with a lot of outreach. So we went to other NGOs, other charities, low-income neighborhoods, we put posters on the doors of hammams, anything really to just spread the word about the program and get more women interested in joining this free program specifically for women. But what really got us known the most is every batch, every cohort that would graduate would reach out to more women that they know in their environment that are going through similar situations, and then they would refer them back to the program, making us quite popular in between the community here in Marrakech. Within 3 years, we started having hundreds of applicants for very small cohorts of like 10 people. That's when we realized the need to open another location specifically for the training of the women. And that's when this one opened. It was 2016 when we added this location in Zaida. We built the professional cuisine specifically for the training of the girls. The staff is here to give them this training in professional culinary Moroccan cuisine. So they learn everything around professional cuisine, so how to operate in a professional setting, how to replicate recipes perfectly, how to change the recipe according to allergies or food regimes of clients, so on and so forth, the hygiene, the etiquette, everything around professional cuisine, but most importantly, how to deal with the stress and pressure that is in a professional environment. So for them to be job ready by the end of the 9 months, we try to help give them as much psychological support, financial support, and learning that they need to be ready by the end of this training. We start mediating for them to find them job placements, always in culinary, so with hotels, with riads, with restaurants, so that they can start building this resume and this path for themselves in this space. Thank you all for joining us this morning. The cooking classes, the donations, partnerships, the catering services that we offer, revenues from the restaurants, all of them pour in this cause, all of them pour in the funding of this program, because we do not get any government funds.
Highlights, what's the highlight?
Sahara for sure. I really love how welcoming the culture is and how everybody is so hospitable. You can walk down the street and somebody is going to invite you into their home and give you some tea, guaranteed.
How much tea have you had?
Gallons and gallons.
So come to Morocco.
Absolutely, hands down, no question, just do it.
And what would you say to someone who's curious about coming on a group trip with me?
If you are open-minded, do it. You will find something. There's something for everybody.
Get on the bus, sip some juice, and go to sleep, wake up, and somebody said, hey, here's food, or hey, here's this beautiful kasbah to look at. I really appreciated that about our trip.
I love that you can just show up and everything's taken care of. The itinerary is set, you don't have to worry about it. Anella's done her thing, and every day is full of surprises, and you can just show up and enjoy.
Anella does her big one with these trips.
I try my best. I'd be surprised at myself sometimes. Like the massage that I forgot that I had booked, that we're having today. Okay, we get to unveil the tagines. Oh, they're adding the prunes and apricots. She's adding these almonds that were boiled, peeled, and fried. Y'all heard it first. She doesn't like lamb, but she said today's the day.
Today's the day. I become a lamb girly.
Emily's dressing her chicken, adding some preserved lemon on top to finish.
More olives?
3, 2, 1, go. Okay, this is our veggie tagine. This is sexy right here. Chicken tagine with olives, lamb. Serve away, friends. Get in there. We've had so many meals this trip where I'm like, ooh, I think this is my favorite. Ooh, I think this is my favorite. But like, I gotta say it again. I think this is my favorite. I think we're excellent cooks.
And excellent at eating.
This chicken, I'm having a love affair. This fall off the bone chicken. I don't have a tagine at home. I don't have space, but I'm making this in the Dutch oven for sure. I'm gonna cheat a little bit. Our chariot has arrived. Now we're back to the Jamal Fina in the daytime. We're gonna have a juice, and then people will have free time to wander around. I may or may not be leading folks to the jewelry store because there's been some interest. We'll see. I love a pomegranate juice. I'm leading part of the group on our break to the jewelry store to see if they also want to make irresponsible purchases with me. Somebody did some damage. Also, we wandered into the store that's right next to Rabati Luxury, the jewelry store, and it's this like graphic design forward. They have some really interesting stuff. Like, love the packaging. These would make really good gifts if you wanted to bring back gifts that feel like a little bit more, I don't know, millennial friendly. The photography in this shop is gorgeous. The framing, the matte job, all of it. All right, now we have a group hammam session. We're going to a different hammam than the one I went to for my birthday. So I'm excited to try this one.
Everyone's gonna do hammam and massage.
Here we go. Mythic Oriental Spa. Nothing like rolling into a spa with 14 people. Look who arrived. All right. This place is gorgeous. We're about to take over the hammam though.
So they gave me this little...
Like lambs off to slaughter. We're snipping away, choosing our scents for the massage oil.
Smells really nice.
Not this bus being dead silent post hammam. How's everyone doing?
So relaxed.
We're alive, we made it. We've arrived for our final meal at Alfasia. This was my pick. I've been here before, I love it. And I think it'll be a good experience. Moroccan salads course coming in hot. So Alfasia is a well-known restaurant in Marrakech that's run entirely by women. Specializes in the cuisine of Fez, so pastilla for sure. And a few other dishes, which frankly I need to learn more about the cuisine of Fez. And I come here almost every time I'm in Morocco. Just our second set of tagines today. Karen is appalled with herself because she stuffed herself on the tagine and didn't realize there's multiple more courses coming. Story of your life in Morocco, actually. By far best couscous of the trip. This meal was phenomenal. Towel service to close out the savory courses before dessert. Dessert's coming and it looks insane. I'm so full. Oh. Animals. We were so full 2.5 seconds ago. We were like, we couldn't eat another. What?
Thank you. Your group dynamic is really a highlight for me. So I have been this time in these places so many times. So the group dynamic is really, really, really good. And I'm sure you will have that spirit wherever you go with Alina. It's really nice group dynamic. Since day one, I can feel it. And now I am not anymore your tour leader. I'm a friend. So maybe officially I can nominate you as ambassadors for Morocco. So 12 days, you have seen many things, you have experienced many things. So I'm sure you will tell stories to your friends, your families. And whenever you come back to Morocco, you have a friend here.
Thank you.
I don't change my phone number. Good. I wish you all the best. Thank you, everyone.
I just wanted to say, first of all, to everyone, thank you for trusting me enough to fly across the world to meet up with strangers. I know that it is scary, and we did a lot that I think was outside of people's comfort zones, but people really showed up to try and experience something new, and that I think is what made this group really, really special. And Ibrahim, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
From literally showing us your childhood to teaching us about like the diverse cultures of Morocco. I think we learned so much on this trip, and we got to see a side of this country that I think a lot of visitors don't see. And that is a credit to you and your work.
Thank you. Everyone, thank you so much.
This trip has been so special. I am actually in Marrakech for another day before I go home, but I'm not going to be filming anything. I'm taking the day to myself. If I do stumble across anything on that day that I really love, I will link it in the caption below. I will also share the information for our guide, Ibrahim, who was incredible. He works for Intrepid Travel, but he also has his own tour company, and so you could book him directly if you wanted to come to Morocco. And if you're wondering about future group trips that I'm hosting, I open those slots first to folks in my paid subscription community, And then extra slots that are still open after that go to my free email list, both of which I'll link below. And if you enjoyed this, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and follow along for so much more.